What are some of the survival skills that you need to learn before you relocate abroad? Some of these skills could include technical skills, hard skills, soft skills, or even essential day-to-day skills. Some of these skills you might be even able to monetize them by making few change or extra cash here and there before you get your actual full-time job. And some of these skills you might be able to transfer those knowledge to your full-time permanent jobs. So what are those skills that you need to learn before you move abroad? Hey guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome. Please consider subscribing below and turn the post notification bell on. If you're a returning subscriber, you know the vibes. Please give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and don't forget to share with your friends as well. So today I'm going to be sharing with you top survival skills that you need to learn before you decide to relocate abroad. Okay, some of these skills you are able to make money from them. Some of them would save you a lot of money and a lot of time. And some of these skills as well, you can transfer them to your day or your full-time job. So I'll be categorizing these skills into 4 different categories. So now let's start off with the hard skills. The first skill on my list is hair making. Guys, you would spend up to $300 to get your hair nicely braided in Toronto. If you are coming to Canada or you're moving to any country abroad, if you're a female or you're a male or you're a parent, it's very important for you to learn how to make your hair. Make hair for your kids or even for your friends or for your loved ones. You can monetize these skills. Last year, I was able to save up to $1,500 by making my own hair as well as my sister's hair. I've made my hair a couple of times. I will show you some pictures here, and a lot of times that saved me money. So if you're able to learn hair making, it will save you a lot of money in Canada, and you can as well make money from hair making. The second skill is laptops or phone repair. I know this might sound a bit too much for some people, that it's not like their field or something that they're interested in, but some simple skills, if you're able to learn it, please go ahead and take that 1 month, 2 months training to help you learn laptop or phone repair. Just last month, we had a family friend come around to help my sister fix her laptop. Where she first originally took it to, it was going to cost her $80 to do a diagnostic. And the diagnostic is not going to be them fixing the laptop, it's just for them to tell you what exactly is the issue, how much it will cost to actually repair it, if you need to buy a part or something. And those are something that shouldn't even take you that much money. Eventually, we got our family friend that helped us order the item on Amazon for like $25, and that was it. Imagine saving almost $45 on doing that, minus the cost of repair or the cost of material, and saving time as well, even transit cost. Honestly speaking, if you're able to learn phone or laptop repair, this is a skill that will come handy for you at any point in time, and you can make money from it as well. The second skill is DIY. If you are moving to any Western country or even literally any country abroad, trust me, you will be doing a lot of your furniture building, your plumbing. You become literally everything. You will be the one building your bed, your chairs, your table, your wardrobe. All of these things you would have to do a lot of DIY, or you seek the service of someone online to help you fix your table. Now imagine if you know how to knot screws, bolt here, know how to put together furniture or put together anything, you can save a lot of money by doing that. So if this is a skill that you have, you can grow on it. If it's something that you think that you can work on, you can also do that. A lot of furnitures here from IKEA, from Wayfair, would require for you to build them, and that skill will always come handy if you know how to do DIY. Sometimes you might also buy like cheaper furnitures, and you can do some, refurbishing to make it look really nice, just enhance the furniture. That would save you money instead of buying a whole furniture set. If you have that skill, it will come handy for you at any point in time. The next skill you can also learn is barbing. If you're a man, a woman, please and please and please, if it's something that interests you, please consider learning barbing. Especially if you have kids that are boys, you would most likely have to spend between $20 to $30 cutting their hair every other week. And why should you spend that much money if you just need a clipper? So if you are a parent, please consider learning barbing. I've seen situations where women are cutting hair for their husbands. If you're also a man, you can learn how to trim your beards, take off your hair by yourself. This will save you a lot of money, especially if you're a newcomer in that country where you aren't earning money yet, and you are not making foreign exchange or dollars yet in that country. You're still spending the money you earn from your home currency. At that point, for you to spend $50 to cut your hair would seem like a lot of money for you. So if it's something that you can learn before you move, please go ahead and learn it. The next skill on the list is painting. Instead of having to outsource or get a painter to paint your room or your apartment or your kids' room, you know, all of these things, painting is literally a very basic skill that I feel like everyone should be able to do, but you'll be surprised that not a lot of people can do it. Some people feel like you need to be a professional to learn how to paint or to know how to paint, when in actual reality you can literally go to a store and buy the paint yourself. So painting is also a skill that you can learn. There are a lot of other skills like sewing, plumbing. All these things will come handy for you if you own your own home, but then it's something that you can choose or decide what skill to learn for yourself. The second category is essential skills. These skills are very, very, very important. They seem like basic skills, but trust me, if you are moving to a new country, it is very, very important for you to learn these skills. The first skill on the list is learning social etiquette. Trust me, I know that when we are back home in our original country where we're speaking to people that speak like us, people that look like us, we might tend to throw caution out of the window and just speak anyhow to our people. But when you're in a new country, you're in a new social setting, you need to be careful of the kind of things you're saying. You need to be more cautious about the kind of things you do, how you put your words. Some things that you say, you have to be very, very careful about it. Now you need to know how to greet people, how to appreciate, how to address people generally. These are simple things that you need to know. When you need to say thank you, when you need to apologize. Sometimes you might just find yourself apologizing when you are not wrong. But then if you are living in a country like Canada, it will be totally okay for you to say sorry, 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 because that's a thing here. But if you are saying sorry in a country like the States, it might come off as though you are being intimidated or you don't have your own confidence. So you need to also understand your environment and know how to address people and address things. The second skill you need to learn is basic repair skills. Sometimes last month, I also had a family friend come around to help me fix some simple things that would have cost me money. Things like changing the lamp holder of the bulbs. Some of the bulbs has been dead for a long time and I wasn't sure why the new bulbs that I bought to change them were not working. Turns out the lamp holder were burnt and I had extra one, but I just didn't know how to fix it. I'm not about to be touching wires here and there. I had a family friend help me fix that. I've had a case where my WC also wasn't working. I had to call the landlord to come and fix it. I'm sure that if I took a look at it by myself, or if I have that skill, I would have been able to fix it in a very few seconds. But thankfully, I have a landlord that I'm paying for my rent, so I expect that those things will be covered. Now imagine if it's my own home, I wouldn't want to spend money to fix that. So this is a skill that would really come handy for you, that I highly recommend that you learn. Another very important skill for you to learn is how to navigate. Trust me, when you're moving to a new country, you don't know where is west, you don't know where is east, you don't know where is north. That would be a problem for you. So you need to learn basic navigation skills, how to use Google Maps, how to use the GPS system, how to use the transit system. You know, this is something that would come very handy for you, especially if you're going to have to be using public transport system, or maybe you are going to the office if you're not working remotely. These are things that will be very important for you. I know as time goes on, you would build and learn these skills over time, but if it's something that you can learn prior to when you relocate, please take it seriously. Know what the map is, know what transit is available in that country that you're moving to, understand how it works, so that by the time you get there, you would not be struggling to understand. Also, you would need to learn how to adapt. Adaptation skills is something that is literally a basic human skills that you have to learn, and you need to be ready to learn how to adapt. Understand that you have to adapt to a new country, a new weather, new environment, new culture, new food, new surroundings, literally new people as well. So there is a lot of things that you need to adapt to learning. Except you're moving from a country, let's say you're moving from the US to Canada, or you're moving from the UK to Canada, all those kind of things might not be totally different for you. But yeah, if you're moving from a country like India, Nigeria to Canada, it's totally different from where you're coming from, and you need to learn how to adapt. This is something that will really keep you going and keep you for the long run in this country. Learning how to do your own research would help make your transition smoother when you move to a new country. So if you move to a new country, trust me, you see a lot of information online, you hear a lot of things from different people. If you have a connection or you have a connect in that new country, they would also tell you something. Now imagine where you're getting information different from different people. It's up to you to use your own judgment to research and decide what is best for you. So you need to learn how to do your research, take advantage of the system, learn how to know what would work for you, learn how to know what would work in your own situation, because no two people's experience or settling down experience abroad is the same. Everybody has unique experiences, so you need to make sure that you are doing your own research and making your own judgments. The next category is soft skills. I know some of us might find it really hard and challenging to know that some of these skills, we might be lacking in some of these skills, but it takes a whole lot of self-awareness for you to know that you need to improve on yourself. When you move to a new country, you need to understand that growth is very important. Self-development is key. Things like your emotional intelligence needs to be top-notch. You need to work on developing yourself. You need to work on understanding people's perspective, listening to people, getting their own understanding. You also need to work on your own self-awareness, paying attention to details, learning things, understand your strengths and weakness, find your own motivation. These things would help you really go a long way in your new environment. You would also need to improve your communication skills. See, let me tell you how very important communication skills is. I feel like communication skills should actually be number one on the list for your soft skills that you need to improve on, because chances are that when you're moving to a new country, you have a different accent from where you're moving to. So if you have an accent different from where you're moving to, it will be hard for them to understand you. It will be hard for you to understand them. So you need to learn how to communicate clearly, effectively, and like for instance, now you might be speaking to someone and they are not understanding what you're saying. They are not even hearing you. You're trying to ask somebody, where is the next bus stop, and you're speaking under your nose. They will not hear you. How will they help you? They can't help you out. You need to know that if you are speaking to someone with a different accent, or you have an accent, you would need to speak loudly, you would need to speak clearly, and you would also need to speak slowly. So knowing all of these things would help improve your communication skills tremendously. It would also help you be able to access help and get help from people when you're in need. Time management skills is also something that you need to improve on. You need to know how to prioritize your tasks, clear your schedule, organize and manage your time effectively so that you can make the most out of your day. Because when you move abroad, there are chances that you might be schooling, you are working, you are taking care of your kids, you also have to connect with your family back home, you have to do this, you have to take care of yourself, you have to do like a lot of things at the same time. But if you are not able to manage your time effectively, at the end of the day, you just start feeling overwhelmed with all of these things that you need to do. You feel like your life is in chaos, but you need to know how to manage effectively your time and organize your schedule so that you don't feel like you're going nuts. The next skill for you to learn in your soft skills is to improve your interpersonal skills. Interpersonal skills is very important. A lot of employers even look out for these skills in their employees. So you need to know how to improve on your team working or your team relationship, how to network with people, your leadership skills. These are the kind of things that will come handy for you when you are interviewing for a job position and they ask you simple questions like how would you do this, how would you do that in a team. Even apart from a workplace setting, when you're working with like your friends, people around you, you need to seem like someone, or you need to be that person that is actually thinking of the entire team and everyone, not just yourself, because that will come off as a selfish person. So this is something that you need to also work on. The last category is technical skills. Honestly, these skills are very important, as well as skills that you can build upon with time. Things like computer literacy, how to use technology, how to use basic system software or software on computers like Microsoft Office, emails. All of these things are very simple, yet some people do not know how to use them. So if you are able to improve and learn these skills, I highly recommend them before you move abroad. Learn these skills because it will really help you go a long way. You also need to learn things like online security. When you move here, you would realize that identity theft is really a big issue. Credit card theft, all of this fraud are things that you can easily just give out your information, your social insurance number. You can give it out to just anybody if you are not careful, if you are not aware that you need to keep it like it's a private information. Even things like your phone number, your email addresses, these are sensitive personal information that you need to keep for yourself. So be very cautious and intentional about your online security because it's really a big issue here. And if you are not careful about it, you don't want to become a victim of identity theft. Budgeting and money management is another skill you need to learn. Honestly, this is self-explanatory and straightforward. You need to know how to manage, save, and invest your money. Another skill for you to learn is financial literacy. Financial literacy is really important, especially if you are moving to a country where the financial system is totally different from where you are coming from. You want to be sure that you have learned how the credit system works there, the banking system works there, the investing system works there. Everything you are taking your time to learn. Some of them you might not know at the jump or immediately. It might take a while for you to improve on those skills, but you need to know the basic things like banking system. How do you open a bank account when you move to the new country? These are some things that you need to work on before you move abroad. And lastly, we have networking and collaborative skills. I'm sure you have heard that when you move to a new country, the most important skill you need to have is networking. Not your technical skills, not your hard skills, not your soft skills. Your networking skills is something that will take you really far. It's literally the topmost skills that you need to have. When you know how to network, interact with people, and build solid relationships, it will take you a long way and it will help you really go far in your new home. So those are some of the survival skills that you need to learn before you relocate abroad. If you find them useful, please give this video a thumbs up. If there are some skills that I haven't mentioned, please leave them in the comments so that people can learn from them. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in another video. Stay confident. Bye.